Hey y'all, what's going on? Yeah, I washed my hair when I came back from the beach, y'all. It was sand all up in here. But let me do this story time. I don't want to hold you. I don't want to prolong it. I just want to get this out. Some people probably feel as though people lazy, why they going through that, all they need to do is be assertive, get a job, da 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 da. People have different reasons on why they need help when it comes to social services, y'all. And I'm only bringing this up because of what I seen. I'm only bringing it up because of what I seen. I never been in that building before because it was in the city where it was very accessible to the people in Camden, New Jersey. So therefore they moved the building a little up the highway. They know that people have a hard time getting back and forth. So therefore they have a bus, like a shuttle bus that actually goes to the speed line that you get off of that one stop, and then it just brings you over, and it runs every day. And then I think do take like an hour break for lunch, like from 12 to 1 or whatever like that. So anyway, me being right there, cause she was asking me like, yo, if I pay you gas money, will you know what I'm saying, like, can you take me back and forth, like, if you ain't got nothing you gotta do. So I'm like, yeah, I could do that. I was like, no problem, whatever. Right? So she did everything she had to do, y'all. And when it came back, it was still some bullshit, right? So they telling her like, listen, you need to go handle this certain situation. I'm not going to say what it is because I'm not putting the business out there, because I'm just not. I'm just telling, I'm leading up to the reason why I'm telling y'all this. So, when we come through the door, boom, then you walk a couple steps, boom, you open up the other door. So me myself personally, I'm going straight to the seat, the closest seat I fucking say. Excuse me, I'm going straight to the seat. So she walks over and she sign up on the kiosk. Like I didn't even ask her about it. It was like I walked over there to sit down, and she already knew the routine or whatever, put it like that. So she comes back, sit over there with me, and we just sitting there and we watching different people come in, seeing what, it was just one girl that came in there, y'all, and she was like so excited because she was taking her what's it called? Oh, she was getting her now they are looking at them as high school diplomas, but basically she was getting her GED, but it's also known as high school diplomas now. So she was all excited and everything. Then you had other people coming in for different reasons. So the whole time I'm in this building, I'm like, this is crazy. You know how they show sometimes like movies where a guy is into like building houses or like anything like that, and you know how they always have a model of the area of how they want to do this shit. They had to have a model because they have, listen y'all, they got, everything is on one floor. Everything is on one floor, right? So I'm like, hold up, guys. So we sitting there and we waiting for her to be called or whatever. And we was sitting there for quite a while, and I was like, yo, we kind of sitting here kind of long. Like somebody should have called her by then. But I'm thinking like she been here before. She know how it is. We we gonna wait till she get called. So she seen how long we was sitting there. So she did go up and talk to somebody. They said they called her name. Called her, but I didn't even hear them call her, like whatever. But anyway, when she walked over there, she came back, and then the lady took her after the person that she she was on, the next person, to somebody else. I don't know how much time in between it was that we missed it, them calling her or whatever. But this is what I'm saying, y'all. When you go in there, everything is on one floor. Literally, everything is on one floor. So if you don't know the breakdown of how to get around to each department, let me tell y'all, when social services was in the city, it was not like that. Like, you had one floor, you come in, and then another thing about them, the security guards that they had at the one that see, I hadn't been up there since 2010. You know what I'm saying? I avoid them at all costs. I don't want to fuck with them. I don't want them fucking with me. I'm not fucking with them. Like, period. You feel me? So I'm like sitting there, and I'm just looking around. I'm looking just how I'm looking out, y'all. I'm like, yo, what all is in here? Yo, she said unemployment, Workforce New Jersey, um, case management, and it was another one. But they had everything like sectioned off. But it was like, it's a mess. It's a mess. And then the lady should have told her where she should have been sitting at so she could have heard her. It's crazy. It's crazy, y'all. It's crazy. So anyway, basically, where I was getting to was that while we was sitting there, I seen other people come in, but this person didn't get like that with nobody else but the couple people that I'm about to say. But like, I can't tell you their names because I don't know who they are. Like, I'm basically was sitting there. Mind you, I'm in a building that I'm not supposed to even be videoing it. So I want y'all to know that as soon as the video play, when I download this video, you're gonna see a area that I'm going to show you where it's two people. Like, I'm sitting like this, so they over to the side, and you'll be able to tell because of the fact that I hope I was able to get a part of that in there, because you're not supposed to be like recording in those type of buildings or whatever. So I tried to get the best shot as possible that I could get. So you're gonna see like this lady come into like the video, and you're gonna see a little white, old man. You know what I'm saying? He's still there hanging on, getting his money. Okay, he said, I'm getting my coins." I know that it's a lot of people that's not like, they because they took up the age as far as when you can get your full, like, what's it called, yeah, like, you get all of your money when you retire or whatever, right? You're gonna see him, but then he's gonna move out the way, and you're gonna see this guy. He has a uniform on. He's gonna get up and he's just gonna walk across. He's gonna walk across. So it happens very fast. So you have to look at it. So let me tell you why I recorded him. Few people came in. For some reason, she told me that he had disrespected um, some girl, some older lady while we was there. But I didn't know because it was just so much going on. It was like what the fuck? Like, this shit is a fucking hot mess back here. Like, it's literally a hot fucking mess back there. So, like I said, the girl asked if she could use the bathroom. He said, you can't use no facilities in here unless you sign it on the kiosk. Period. Because she was filling all the stuff out. That she turned around and said, can I use the, is there a bathroom in here I could use? And he was like, after you sign in on the kiosk. I don't know what the fuck his thing was about as far as that kiosk. I think he felt as though I shouldn't have to say nothing to nobody signing on the kiosk. To me, that's how I felt. I'm like, you don't even like your job. Look how you mistreating people. People coming in here because they need help. Do you think people really want to deal with social services? Do people know what? Y'all don't even know. Like, even for people that had jobs and they got laid off or their job shut down and all of that, they don't be knowing the routine as far as like for instance, someone that had jobs but never had a consistent job for like years or whatever like that. I always so what I was about to say, oh yeah, what I was talking about, he wanted to get his full retirement. That's what it is. That's what it is. All right, so then she just turned around and finished like filling it out. That was the last time I had looked over and seen them. Then all of a sudden, this guy walks in. You can tell that, you know, he been there. You know what I'm saying? And he been coming in or whatever. It was a lot. Like, he came in there. He looked at the kiosk, but he paused, and then he was like, I don't know if I told y'all this or not, cause I don't know y'all. Okay, I don't know. But if I did, I'm telling you again. Okay? But nah, I don't. And he was like being really mean towards the dude or whatever. And I was like, damn, that's fucked up, because like, we already feel like shit having to go up there. Like, don't nobody don't want to have to say, oh, I want the social services, because people already know how people is. Like, they looking like, oh, they lazy, they don't want to work, they don't want to do this, they don't want to do that. No, it's nothing of that. It's the fact that the money that they give us as hourly pay does not pay your bills. It does not pay your bills. And if you do paying your bills, you struggling, but you still got food stamps and medical. So in some form of fashion, you are like coordinated to them, where like, boom, I got a job, but I still gotta go and tap in so they can see how much I'm still making, or if I got a raise, and how many hours I basically get. And you know, that's why they like, when stuff like that happen, and that's we call recertification. That's when you go in and you know, you bring in all that type of paperwork. So me knowing how it is and how I remember it to be, I know they have all birth certificates, social security cards, proof of address, proof that I used to work. And this is only when I really needed them. I always had their insurance. Yes, I ain't got no reason to lie. I ain't ashamed to say it, because for a very long time now I didn't need help with nothing but some food stamps and my medical. But I worked my ass off. But the money that we was getting hourly was not adding up to, we we was making pennies. So therefore it was like you always just get, it was like as if you always gonna be in the system. It's like they want you to do this, they want you to do that, but then it's like you do that and then you go back like, yeah, I did it, and then they be like, oh, I forgot, I need you to do, like, it's like they do stuff like that to you so that, you know what I'm saying, you could get, like, man, they want you to be like, man, fuck this, I ain't even going up there no more. They want you to do that. That's why they make you go through all that. Because let me tell y'all real quick. When I was going to, I had to go through that as far as finding housing. It took me a whole summer. And 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 that was because a lot of people don't like to work with the housing department on social services, because they pay the bills, but they don't never get their checks on time. As far as like between the first and the fifth, it's all the money is all. Anybody that deal with social services housing, they know they want to get their money. It's just not going to be between the first and the fifth. You're going to get it that month, but it's just not going. You're not going. It's not never going to be on time. And that's just how it is with social services. So you have a lot of people that have worked with social services as far as housing, but a lot of people is really falling back off of that because they don't want, they feel it's like they shouldn't have to wait forever to get their payment. But my thing is, the payment is guaranteed. It's just not guaranteed to get there on time. And then if you want to get an asshole fucking manager, she can put in for a late fee on top of your rent being late and not there between the first and the fifth, because social services done mailed it out so late that they don't get it in time. And you could have landlords that been like, listen, yeah, okay, yeah, let me see, okay, yeah, so that means that every time I turned around, this landlord was taking me to court. And I would go and tell my housing worker, and she would be like, I don't know why she acting like that. And she said something, but I'm going to keep that between me and her. And I was like, yeah, I said she's changing everything. Like, when I tell you that landlord was certain motherfuckers had to go. And I was one of them motherfuckers that was there the longest. She wanted me out of there bad. But anyway, getting back to the fact that this guy that came in and all he wanted to do was ask a question before he filled it out on a kiosk. The fucking security guard got so obnoxious and loud on him that it made the sheriff walk over to see what's going on. Boom, like I said, he take him through the double doors. They talk it out. The sheriff takes him back inside, back to the security guard, and tries to explain to him the situation of why he was coming over here to ask him a question before he filled it out on the kiosk. Don't you know that security guard was like, he needs to get out of here. And I was like, now, back when I needed help, and that building it wasn't where it's at now. It was actually in the city. The security guards, they were really nice. if you walk in and you standing there with your paper and you like, all right, wait a minute, what department do I go to? They'll walk over to you and be like, you all right? You need help? Like, what department you need to go to? I never seen them act the way I seen them act, like, and I'm so mad that I wasn't able to really record it and let y'all actually see his actions on how he treated these people coming up there for help. When I told you it was another person too. Remember I said the girl had asked if she could use the bathroom, and he was like, not until you fill out everything on the kiosk. Well, there was somebody else had actually came in and actually did go over there and say something to him also about something that he had a question about. And he told him, you cannot use nothing in this facility until you log in that kiosk. I was like, I never seen them act like that. None. I don't know. People have different experiences when it comes to going down there and who they deal with and stuff like that. Everybody's experience is not going to be the same. It's just not, because it's basically, it's like they're just tired. Like, when are these people going to be done? We'll never be able to fully be off of it because of the fact, look at the cost of living, the food going up. We don't even make enough money. Like, if you listen, to be able to handle yourself and pay your bills by yourself and all of that, you gotta at least be making like $25 an hour, and you need to be getting full-time hours. All that 17 and 16, it's not enough, especially if you ain't getting the hours. And even if you getting the hours, it still is never going to be enough. And I just don't understand what the problem is. The waiting list is like years long when they need to go through those applications, because you know that applications have to be renewed. Even I know that. Some of them they're gonna trash. They're gonna trash the old ones because first they're gonna go through and see have they even called to check in to see what number they are. Like, all of that come into play, all of that. And at the time, listen, when I was going through it, I was on the top of their head, yo. I was not taking my foot off their motherfucking neck. So basically, I'm just showing you the security guard that was very rude and nasty and obnoxious, and I never seen a security guard act like that at social services. I never seen it before. Like, when I tell you I'm really upset about how he was treating those people, even though it had nothing to do with me, I just him doing that, and it's like, you know, I'm like, why he get to talk to people like that? Because they gave him a little bit of authority, so he want to talk to people like shit. I can't even ask you a question so I could know what I need to fill out on the kiosk. Just sign in. All right. Basically, that's kind of what he's saying. Like, just sign in. And whoever you sign in call you, you can ask them. It's like they there to help, but they also is like not really helping. They're just making it worse. It's like, how do you supposed to be working at a place where people come to get help, they already down, they feeling bad about themselves for not having their own place and having to come up here and beg for housing, beg for food stamps. And do you think people feel good about that shit? Fuck no. And then for you to have to go there and get mistreated, then for you to go there and get a caseworker that wanna act funny with you, because they feeling some kind of way that day. And they don't tell you all that you need to know, and they don't tell you some. And when you think you got it all in there, they go through the paperwork and say, oh, wait a minute, these papers right here need to be filled out too. This is the kind of shit that they do. And when my sister used to live in Delaware, well, she still live in Delaware, she used to be one of the people that answer the phone, because they do, I think, still have that where they got somebody, like, if you call down there and you answer the phone. And my sister was telling me it used to break her heart when the women would be calling up there and trying to speak to their caseworker because they having issues with something or whatever. And she said that them caseworkers would be back there lollygagging, talking, telling them to just tell the people, oh yeah, I'm gonna call them back. And she was like, they don't be doing shit. She said they don't be doing shit. So, I also was told that a lot of stuff that I went through is totally different now. Like I said, that was 15 years ago. So everything is like, it's still the same as far as the paperwork you need to get in for housing. But now it's all about finding a place that works with them. It's crazy. It's just a lot to it. It's really a lot. And if you somewhere that you really can't be there, it's really going to be very hard to find housing while you are homeless. It is really hard. But if somebody give you a corner in their house, take that corner. You get up every morning and you go down there every motherfucking day. I don't give a fuck if they say you approved or not. You go down there every motherfucking day and you sit there all motherfucking day long and tell the bitch, I need to plug in my phone because I ain't even got nowhere to plug in my phone at. You gotta kick it to the motherfuckers like you outside on a motherfucking park bench. Because let me tell you, baby, they will what? They will what? They will put your motherfucking file at the bottom. Play with them. Let them not feel some kind of way. Let them feel some kind of way. And they had this worker, and I wanted to work her ass. I wanted to say, Miss Piggy, come over here. I wanted her so bad. Oh my God, it was a lot going on. But that was in another apartment. But yeah, so anyway, I want y'all to look at this video to the end. I might have fucking said this story twice, because I get to talking so fast and then I forget something that I remember and then it takes me off and then like, yeah. That's my ADHD, y'all. Don't worry about it. But yeah, I want y'all to actually look at this video first. And then I would download the video. Mind you, he gets up and he walks. But the way my phone is, he's across. You'll see like a little booth thing where they got the plexiglass and the desk is right there. Now you're gonna see a bald-headed white man. After you see him, you'll see the uniform that he got on. Check out the uniform. That's gonna show you who this guy is that I'm telling y'all about. He's gonna get up and like, it's like I'm sitting back here and I'm trying to get him filmed, right? But he get up to walk that way. You feel me? That way. So it was a quick get up and move. But I was able to catch that little bit. With him because being in that building, I'm sure you're not allowed to video. But I just wish people don't especially a job like that, like people already going through it and feeling bad. Family members ain't got no room, and a lot of motherfuckers is sleeping outside. It's just it's. So I want y'all to look at this video. Then I'm a I'm gonna throw this video down there first and see how many views we get off of that. And then, like I said, it's gonna be a quick get up and he's gonna walk. Now, if he was to have got up and walked towards me, that would have been a perfect view. But he didn't. He walked away from basically where he was sitting and more towards like he was going to the back. So you get a quick glimpse of him getting up and walking across. Look out for the blue uniform that the old little man had on. You're going to see him. He's going to move out the way and it's going to be clear. But it's like somebody's there, and then the security guard I'm talking about gets up and goes that way. Okay? So that was the only view I was able to get of him, because you're not even supposed to be, I don't think, recorded in there. So don't forget to share this with someone. If somebody going through this or whatever like that, I want y'all to know there are other facilities that can make them work harder on your case. So use every avenue wherever, make go over top of people to make them put their foot on the caseworker neck to make sure that she placed them. And I don't know shit like, oh, I'll email you when I get something. What? Bitch, I'm a approved hoe. You made me go through all this shit and you ain't got nowhere to put me. So, watch this video. Depending on the views, I'll upload the snippet. It's really quick. That man had me so mad in there. I was like, that is so fucked up. Like, but guess what? We're going to let God take care of him. Yeah. God, Yahweh. Whatever one y'all like. I know I do Yahweh. But I say God for y'all. I'm going to let him work them. He going to work them. He going to get them. I'm telling you, because you can't keep treating people like that and don't ever think you're not going to get no karma, because you will. You will. And if you know somebody that's going through this, tell them be consistent with it. Go down there. Do the paperwork. Do what you need to do. Ask them questions. Is this all I need to get filled out? If not, give me everything. Like, you got to be on them. Make, as hard as they work against you, make them work for you. Don't forget to subscribe and like. I had to put this out, y'all, because it's so fucked up how this man treated these people. I couldn't even believe it. Like, it was to the point where I wanted to go and be like, what? Y'all allowing this security guard to talk to people like this? They supposed to be there to help. Yeah, y'all. Have all your paperwork, social security cards, birth certificate, have everything. Good luck if you got to go through social services, y'all. It's not too good. All right. So I'm going to drop this video, share this video, comment on this video. Leave a comment. Let me know how you feel if that was you sitting there and you see a security guard disrespecting people and telling people they can't be in the building, they need to get out the building. Like, I'm telling y'all, when the last time I went up there and I needed help from them was in 2010, and the security guards were so nice, helpful. They be like, because they see you like looking like you don't know where you at, they'll just come over like, you need help, where you trying to go? Like, Florida, let me say, all right, yeah, go upstairs or go downstairs. Like, yeah. So watch this video, y'all. Leave a comment and let me know if you ever experienced something going like that when, when you was down and out and you need that extra help so you can get back on your feet or whatever. Or if you know anybody that went through that. Or if somebody's going through that, tell them, don't never stop at what the case managers say. Always say, well, I want to see a supervisor. Then if the supervisor act dumb, you tell the supervisor, I want to see your boss over top of you. And then that person act dumb, you go over top of that bitch. I want y'all to know you must fight for what you want. You have to advocate for yourself, because if not, they'll make you run around like you got your head cut the fuck off like a motherfucking chicken. So, watch this video, like this video, y'all, and leave a comment. It's crazy. And I know there's a lot of people out there that be like, why these people that's just making them lazy, and it's not none of that, y'all. When I tell you these people is actually working, people are working. They need help because they don't make enough money to pay their bills and buy the food. So they need help with food. Their job might not even offer insurance. So yeah, they got to get the insurance through social services. These services is to help us. But what they do is they fight against us to prolong it, to make you feel like, fuck it, I ain't going up there no more. They want you to give up. Don't give up. Like and subscribe. I'll see y'all soon. I'm just trying to get some of these videos out because I know that if I was to try to talk to y'all on the live, I wouldn't have been able to get my conversation out the way I wanted to. So don't forget to like and subscribe. Subscribe. Cash App. It could be $1, $2, whatever. I'll see y'all later.